All right, here we have a few of the old portraits that was saved. Somebody saved them, put them all in these beautiful plastic little bags and stuff. You can see it's music on the other side, so I don't exactly know where they came from. But look at this beautiful portrait. Look at that. All right, and this says, "One of the pleasures of winter." And here they are, ice skating. Some taking a fall right in between, look at that, right in between everybody else. Isn't that just cool? Look at the hats. Ta-da! So that kind of gives you, and look at that, another hat that's just flying right there. Kind of gives you the era of when this portrait was taken. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. You get to see everyone. Look at the way the hats are. They're all dressed, you know, kind of like in suits almost. And look how the ladies were, even though they went ice skating, wasn't wearing pants like we do today. Look at that. Bonnet on the head. Beautiful dress. Quite a nice portrait. All right. And this is one of the pleasures of winter. All right. And then we had another one that was also a nice winter kind of scenery. Trying to move this light so it's not, can give me the light but not glare on the picture. And this one is a gallop through the lake. Look at that. And the dogs being dogs like they always do. Chasing the horse while they bark. Look at that. Got 3 dogs and 4 horses. There's probably some more dogs on the other side. But again, look at the hat. So that gives you the era. Lady with a bonnet. Kind of gives you the era of when this portrait was taken. Look at that, another wagon ride right there, coming right through. He's walking his horses, not riding them. Looks like he's got a wagon full of something. But it's really neat to see these beautiful portraits. Very nice. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. These are all auction finds. Someone did very good at preserving the picture by putting them in nice little plastic covers and stuff so that everyone can enjoy it for years. This was a good bidding deal. It's part of a box. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed it. Now go ahead and share it with others. We got some more portraits to show you from the old days. Alright. Bye-bye now. Alright, here we are bringing you some more portraits, drawings. I'm not quite sure what you want to call them. Beautiful illustrated pictures. There you go. That's what they are. And this is Waiting for the Stage. They're just sitting there having a conversation. See the old farm, look at that. There's the stagecoach coming down. Gonna come around. And these two are just waiting for their ride. And look at that. They have company. Waiting for the stage. These are nicely preserved in plastic. I didn't want to take that out and unseal it. So you're visiting the illustrated picture through the plastic. Just for good keeping. It's part of history. You can kind of tell it's all by the way they dress and stuff. And of course because there's a stagecoach. Just something you don't see riding around today. Alright. And this one here, look at this one. Very nice and simple. Drifting with the tide. Man and woman just having a conversation as they just drift around in the water. See how he's just simply on a bench? She's got beautiful seating. Alright, in the old days that was just relaxing, having a nice conversation. Didn't have all the TV and video games and everything. So this was the pleasures of life. People having conversations. Very nice. Okay, then we have another one way over here. And look at this one. Beautiful. I like the architect of the building. You can see that there. And look at the way the hats all are. So that gives you, and look how even the ladies were dressed for writing. So that gives you a little bit of a time frame. And this is writing in the park. Very nice picture. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed my showing these to you. They're just beautiful old-time pictures. They're all part of an auction, fine. They're all preserved in these beautiful sealed papers. So no finger marks can get in them. No oils from our fingers. They're all beautifully preserved. Part of history. Some of the old good pictures you don't see today no more. See them in museums. But they're very nice. Elegant. Alright. Hope you've enjoyed my bringing them to you. Be sure to sub me. Join me as a friend. And we'll bring you some more good old auction finds. Bye-bye. Alright, here we have some more of the old portraits that we ended up getting at the auction. And these are all nicely sealed with plastic. I didn't open them up, so, you know, to show them to you. So I'm showing it to you through the plastic of the preserve coating. They're all like in some little plastic type stuff. Like a little plastic bag. Nicely sealed for preserving the pictures. Oops, we don't want that light to show through here. Alright. There we go. A little bit better there. Alright, and this one is actually titled Buckle Down. Look at that. It says Buckle Down. And they're playing marbles. Mom's kind of watching them as they're playing. I remember when we went to the Catholic school, that's what we had at recess, is playing with marbles. And that was it. That's all we had. So that's a beautiful picture. And of course you can tell the time frame by looking at the hats that the boys are wearing. Of course, Mom all dressed up like that with her long dress and stuff too. Also indicates the time frame. Beautiful. Okay, then we have this one here. The lesson on flageolet. Alright, so he's playing and the little sister's listening. Sitting on one of the old chairs. Look how the shoes used to be back then. How the little girls were all dressed. So that helps you to understand or get an idea of the time frame of this portrait. portrait, creative drawing, illustrated picture. There we go. Isn't that something? Nicely preserved in the plastic and everything, otherwise it'd probably be all ripped and gone. We need to preserve the history as much as we can so others can enjoy it. So I hope you enjoy this. Now look, right there, scrape up the ashes from the fireplace. Look at that. Sometimes you have to look beyond the picture to see. I mean, you know, look at his shoes. You know, so you get to see a lot. Alright, now look at this one. That ain't a look. There he is, just a-playing. One is asleep from the sound of the music. Out of an engagement. And the other one's there just listening. Look at that. Paper all over the floor. The shoes. Girls in their dresses. Bonnet on the chair. Picture on the wall by the fireplace. And that's the way it was in the old day. You had a fireplace, you played an instrument, and that was Sunday after dinner entertainment, or after lunch, whichever one you want to call it. But Sunday was the Lord's Day of Rest. So this is what went on. Of course, there was no TVs and all that stuff back then, so this was the perfect way to bond a family after a week of work. Beautiful. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. These are all part of an auction find. Hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to share it with others and stuff. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now. Alright, here we have some more odds and ends from our history. How many of you remember the old paper dolls? You used to turn around and get them like this and stuff, and you cut out the clothes and gave them different clothes and pretend. This is part of our history. Of course, this one's a little bit raw, but she's still part of our history. The old paper dolls. Okay, then here we have a very nice portrait here. Came from a magazine, I believe. Boy, must have been a cover because it's rather thick. Just a beautiful portrait. Then look at this one. Clark's Spool Cotton. Wow. One of their nice advertising. Made for a nice picture that you can just hang. Had the little hole right there. I don't know if you can see too much of it. Clark's Spool Cotton. Best for the sewing machine. That was all their advertising, apparently. I used to give these away. I don't know what year this is, but boy, this must be really old. I mean, just the style of how she looks and dress. Alright. Now I'll take you back. Here's a Sears and Robot. This was, look at this. It's got all the little characters. The rabbits, the duck, the fish, the dog, the turtle, choo-choo train, the roosters, the little lambs and turtle and fish and ducks and rabbits again. And this was to measure the kids' shoes. Look at that. This opened up. And it was measuring their shoes. The children's shoes. Alright. Because Sears and Roebuck, you know, you used to have the catalogs. So they just put one of those in there. That way you didn't have to return the shoes. They were the wrong size, didn't fit. Well, they had their own little measuring thing. If you were a regular customer, like we were when we were kids, because it saved going anywheres. Parents would order from the sales magazines from Sears that came in. And there you are. The old Sears and Robot. That's really cool. That's really super old, you know. I don't see a date on it. It should have a date on it. So I'll tell you what, that's old. I don't see no date nowheres. Cool. Alright, and then we have this here. Look at that. Actually, that picture is advertisement. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at them gloves. Very lacy. Go beautiful with that hat. Isn't that lovely? Okay, if you look on the back, there you go. And the price was only $1 per bottle. Oh, okay, I'll go slow so that you can just pause the video and read all about it for yourself. Give it to you in sections here. So I can put this, there you go. I'll hold that just like that. And it'll help you for that last part. Alright. That's a really nice picture. I love it. Can you imagine having a bonnet and gloves like that? Ooh. Very stylish. Very nice. Okay, she almost looks like that same girl right there, huh? Cool. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend. And as always, share the videos with some of your friends, family and friends. Alright? Bye-bye now. Alright, here we are today bringing you some passes, advertising, pictures, postcards, a little bit of everything and stuff. So let's get right to it. First we have, look at that, a guest pass. That's a great big old one. Angie and Debbie. Introducing Angie and Debbie. Ooh. One Family World Tour. Wow, look at that. And it's made of that material, you know, you can just scratch it. I don't know if you can see, but it's like a sticker. You peel it and you put it on. That's something? Alright, so that's an oldie. Then we have another one right here. Better Than Ezra. Okay. Here she is with a whip. And that's also on that kind of like a material. And that's also a sticker that you would stick. You're holding the best in backstage security. Oh, okay. So these are backstage passes. T-Bird Entertainment. Do not apply to leather, suede, fur, vinyl. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's a backstage pass to that. Whoa! How many of you want a backstage pass to that one, huh? Whew, that could be hard. Alright, and then we have this one here. All Nation Hobby Shop. Just a little advertisement. Ooh, price is 90 cents. Huh. Kit number. Latest development in product improvement program. ball joint couplings in O gauge. Alright, for diesel and steam locomotives. That's the answer right there to learning how old this is. Steam locomotives. That's the clue. Okay, then we have cross-cut cigars. So that already, just saying cigars, will tell you how old this one is. Pure and sweet. Now she's been stuck, lost a few little ifs and buts on it. Burham, North Carolina. Look at that. That's a nice postcard, really. Alright. Smoke cross-cut cigars. The very best in the world. Cigars made in Havana. Ah. Alright. Okay. Durham, North Carolina. W. Duke & Son Corporation. Alright. So you can turn around and pause this video right there to read all about it. Oh, what a lovely picture. Nice, good size kind of card. Okay, and Bruce Springsteen. Look at him right in action, right in concert. I love the action pictures. There he is, right there, singing to his crowd. Alright, and this is an unused postcard. Alright, I don't see, it was printed in Italy. As you can see that down at the bottom. Alright. Well, that's a good one to hold on to, huh? Ooh, nice. Okay, then here we have just an old-time photo. You see somebody had pinned it to the wall. It's almost like going to the medicine doctor. Kind of reminds you a little of that, huh? There's nothing. It's kind of like on a cardboard. It's not just a picture, it's kind of like on a cardboard. Alright. Well, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of whatever we find from the auction. This is all just little odds and ends that were in a box. So I thought I'd put some of them together and bring them right to you in video form so that you can enjoy some of our history. So be sure to share with others now. Bye-bye. Alright, here we have some old pictures that are all preserved from years ago. That must have came out of some kind of book. All kept in a plastic wrap and everything. On the back it says 1865 plus. They were selling each one of these pictures for $7. Okay, here's the first one here. Let's see if I can get it away. There we go. Well, that's not going to work out so good, is it? Okay, maybe from here. Nope. I'll move these lights around here so we can see them. There we go. Much better. Here's the picture. Beautiful. And all she's doing is watering her flowers. But look at the way she's dressed. Isn't that beautiful? The expression on her face. So you know it's an old-time picture by the way she is dressed, especially with the bonnet and everything. So that's pictures from the old days. But it's nice to have them nicely preserved like this. Okay, And then here we have a couple of kids. Music and dancing. Look at the expression on his face. Raggedy old hairdo. Playing an instrument. That's what you had to play with in the old days. You played an instrument, made some beautiful music that was smoothing and calming. Look at the little girl playing with dolls. Look at her bonnet and everything. So this is an old time picture. You can see in the background there must be the backside must have music on it and everything. But what they did was preserve the pictures. That is very nice. Okay, then here we have this one here. Alright, having a picnic. Nope, they're going to put their catch. Temptation. Temptation. So is this part of the hunt and they're eating? They went off during the day to hunt for food for the family, stopping to have a picnic. Definitely a couple of friends. Beautiful. Alright, and look at this one. Look at the background, the wall and everything. That lets you know how old this picture really is, how things were hung, and then how they are dressed. And it just says the portrait. Books are on the floor, a few papers. Alright. Isn't that something? Some simpler time of life. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing these to you. It's always nice to go through history, see the pictures they used to put out. Very nice. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to sub me, join me as a friend, share these beautiful portraits with others who just like and enjoy looking at pictures or want to see how things were in our history. Alright, bye-bye now. Alright, here we are bringing you an old portrait. Look at that. Jaffe. It's got a beautiful, nice emblem on it. Actually from Denver, Colorado. And look at this. I mean, they had it on nice. I mean, you don't get them this way no more. Beautiful. And then it comes, you open it right up. And look at that. And then this part opens up. And here's the picture. Look at that. It's even got where it's stamped by the portrait maker. You can just pick it right up. Look at that, really fuzzy on the sides. Oops. It's just a portrait. The portrait's inside. It's not where you could take it out and change it and put another picture in. They do it just like this. And here's the folder it goes in. Alright, you can see it's right there, Jaffe. And I have no idea who this gentleman is, but look at it. Look at it. I hope that helps you on knowing a little bit more about the paper and the time era of this picture, because there's absolutely no year on it. But that's the gentleman that's in here. Very nice. Maybe the tie will help you. What era did that tie come from? Or maybe even the suit. Kind of cool, different tie, isn't it? Alright. But this is a beautiful picture. Okay, it closes like that, then closes like that. And then we also have this other very old portrait. Let me see how I'm going to bring this to you. Like that. No, we get the light if we do that. And like this. There we go, maybe like this. I'm trying to find the best lighting for you. Look how old this portrait is. Super old frame. Very old picture. You can pretty well tell that by the way she's dressed, the material of the clothes, the hairstyle, and the clothes. Look at that. And the shoes. Okay, now look at the back of this. Look how old this is. Put together with some nails. How do you like that, huh? All put together with nails and some old rope. Look at that. Interesting, isn't it? All right. Well, there's an old portrait. Alright, I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to accept me, join me as a friend, and we'll bring you some more of whatever we find. These are all auction finds, okay? So it was just interesting to have that. See how the side of the frame, right before the frame starts, right there? Look at that. How the paper was back then. Definitely not centered, but that's how the paper was. Alright. Be sure to sub me now. Bye-bye. What a wonderful train portrait. This really belongs in a frame. So I'm going to look and see what I have for frames. But this is part of an auction find. And this is the only picture that was in it. The rest were a bunch of magazine papers and stuff. But this is the only portrait that was in there. And it's so beautiful that it definitely needs to be in a frame. Okay, if you look, it says right here, published by Carrier and Ives. Then it says, entered according to Act of Congress in the year 1871 by Carrier and Ivens in the office of Librarian of Congress at Washington. Okay, and it's American Railroad Scene. I mean, look at this. God, in those old days, huh? Clearing the tracks. They didn't have everything that was modern like they do today. They had to get off their shovels and clear the tracks so the train could go through. Isn't that something? And look at the train. Whoa. Ain't that a beauty? What a beautiful train. So I gotta look and see what I have. Is that the smoke coming right up? There's the mountains. All the winter snow on the trees. Beautiful winter scene. And that paper right there. This is just so beautiful. Beautiful portrait for sure. Alright. I hope you've enjoyed my bringing this to you. Be sure to share this video here with others who enjoy pictures of the old trains and how life used to be. Alright. Bye-bye now.